In this new video, we're going to examine the Odin platform's dashboard. So the first thing to do is go to the Odin website, then click here on Connection. Obviously, you need to have an Odin account first.
Therefore, once you have an Odin account, you will click on Connection. This will either lead you to a form where you input your credentials, your login and password, or if you were already logged in, you'll be taken directly to your Odin dashboard, much like my current situation. Now, the first thing to say is that this dashboard is intentionally very clean and simple.
So you'll find your menu containing all your active connections. Here, I've added 5 to show you that Odin currently supports at the time.
I'm recording this video, 5 providers, TFEED and Rhythmic for futures, and CTrader, MetaTrader 5, and 4 for CFDS.
In addition to this connection menu, you also have access to the billing menu. Here then, I have 3 different tiers available: Odin Free, Odin Pro, and the Phoenix bundle. Therefore, Odin Free allows you to have Odin without charge indefinitely, though with a few limited features, specifically Saga, the trading journal, or the option to block one's account. And finally, the Phoenix bundle, which is Odin Pro plus Store at half the price. So it's a pretty interesting offer. TOR is a trade copier. And that's why I currently have this bundle using a TOR account for Odin connection. Anyway, that's not too important. Beyond that, you simply have your My Account page, which is used for updating your name, your email address, etc. Nothing too surprising really. What we really want to do is launch the platform. For that, I'll use tfeed in this video and I'll click on Launch. So you should know that this process is similar for all platforms and all data feeds. So there, tfeed is launching and I instantly have my platform. So you can see that my chart colors are a bit special. I just decided to set them up that way myself. To change these colors, I might add, you find the settings in the upper right corner of the screen. There you have it, and regarding the buy candle color, I've chosen to make it white, and the sell candle color, I've made it gray. So there are several things to highlight regarding this dashboard. The first notable point is that it offers complete customization. Exactly, so for instance, if I want a really large chart, I can completely expand my chart on all sides, essentially making it almost the only thing visible on the screen. However, if I prefer a more segmented view, allowing more room for this particular module, for example, I have the full flexibility to completely resize all the elements on my screen. And I can also do this across multiple layouts. Let's imagine that I have this layout, which is quite good. It's a default layout named Pro Trader, which you can see right here, but I'd like a layout that is, let's say, more open and less cluttered, without having to sacrifice this particular one. I'm going to navigate here, then to New Layout, and then I'll name my layout. Let's call it Test. Okay, so now I'm on my new layout, the same as before.
But now I can edit it. I'll close my journal here, there. And you know what? I'm just going to close all of this because I frankly don't care about it.
So let's just imagine that. And now I'm simply left with my chart and my updated price right here with my
feed to get the exact price and buy or sell buttons. I'm done with this and want to go back to my previous layout.
I click on Pro Trader and there I'm back to my previous layout.
And of course I can switch back and forth like this indefinitely. There's no problem with that.
Beyond the layout, it's essential to understand that Odin is truly constructed on the concept of modularity. This means that here you'll have a button to add components and you'll find all of these components here.
So obviously you will have an order entry module. That's the module that was on the right just before.
A market depth module or DOM and the charts.
You can add as many charts as you want. You see here that I can place my chart wherever I want.
I can place it here, for example, and there you go. I'll have my other chart, no problem. I can simply drag and drop it wherever I want and just stop it there, like so. And I can still use this specific button right here, especially if you happen to be working with multiple monitors, to choose a module that will be detached from the primary window. For example, I choose to have once again a chart module. Okay, and what you see happen now is that a brand new Chrome window will open right here, and it will then load a completely new chart specifically for my beloved Nasdaq. And I can then switch to S&P 500 instead of Nasdaq here. And then if you happen to have multiple screens, you can fully place this module on your screens. Alright, now the second thing to mention, the last thing to say to wrap up this video, it will be about the resemblance of the charts to those of another company whose name I will not mention here.
But the main objective is to ensure that the platform is as user-friendly and intuitive as possible.
We've gone to great lengths to ensure Odin is as seamlessly integrated as possible with what one might call an existing ecosystem. This encompasses a multitude of elements. It involves similar candle types, indicators that are extremely alike, and full integration with PineScript, which allows you to have your custom indicators right at your fingertips. You can also see that there's a library that is synchronized with another company. So it's truly something that is, how shall I say, meticulously crafted and specifically designed for an ultimate full compatibility. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this brief introductory tour.
Of course, there are many other videos on the channel that delve into the specifics of each and every feature. However, it was crucial to first introduce the interface, demonstrating how Odin functions and showcasing all the capabilities this platform offers. I'll catch you in future videos very soon. Farewell!